Hello and welcome back to another StanCan tutorial. So in our last Penelope the Pig crochet tutorial, we learned how to do one of the legs. In today's tutorial, we're going to learn how to attach both of the legs and make it into a body. So there's one big thing that you need to do before attaching the legs, and that involves your stuffing. You're going to first want to open up your bag of stuffing. There should be tape somewhere on the bag, just like that. And then you can just open up your bag of stuffing and grab the stuff that you need. You only need a tiny amount, so about this much will be able to do both of the legs. So you're just going to want to rip that in half and then sort of make it into a ball. I think that's still a bit too much, so I'm just going to decrease that. That's about that much. It should just fit in your hands like that. Then you're going to want to push that stuffing into the bottom of the legs, and it should be not round and stuff like that. It should be still nice and flat, and that's just to put a little bit of weight in the feet. You're going to do that to both of the legs, just like that. I'm just going to take my hook out of that one, just so I can show you on camera what I'm doing. And there you go. So both of your legs are now stuffed. Right, so what we're going to start by doing to connect the body is round one, which is you've got to chain 2. And we are now going to join the first leg to the body section, starting in the stitch after you fastened off 1 double crochet. So you're going to place a double crochet in the stitch after you fastened off. And then working around the first leg, 11 double crochets. So 1 double crochet into each of the next 11 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. You're then going to do 2 double crochet working along the 2 chains that we did originally. So 1 double crochet into the next 2 chains. And then you're going to do 12 double crochet around the second leg that we made. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 2 double crochet across the other side of the chain. So working back into that chain that we worked on the other side, you're going to place 1 double crochet into each chain. That second one can be a little bit tight. Make sure you're going into the chain and nothing else. There we go. And that is your round 1 done of your body. So let's have a look what that looks like. So here it is. And if you look up or as looking down, you'll now see a round has started to appear. So it looks like a figure of 8, but that is your round that you'll be working. So now what we got to do is do 2 rounds of just double crochet all the way around. Obviously, I'm not going to be doing all of it on camera because that will get very, very boring. However, a tip from me is to work 3 double crochets first and then put your stitch marker into that first double crochet. For the whole body, always use a stitch marker because you can't really tell where your end of the round is because you're going round and both sides look identical. So you will not be able to tell where you're at unless you're either counting or using a stitch marker. So I'm going to go away, do these 2 rounds, and then I will be back. Okay, we are back, and I have just finished round 3. And now in bold in your pattern it says, at this point, using the tail from the first leg, sew the small hole between each leg so that it closes up. What does that mean? So I'm just going to attach my tail from the first leg onto my yarn needle. And if we sort of like split the legs a little bit, you can see there's a hole just here. That hole, we don't want there, right? It's dangerous if you're giving it to kids. We don't want that there. So what we're going to do is we're literally just going to sew that up. And all that I do is I just keep on going up and so through and back round. Okay? So you don't have to do it loads, about 4 times, and that is done. And then push it back through the middle of the body, and there you go. The hole will now disappeared. There's literally no hole there anymore. So now we're going to, I'm going to let you do this by yourself. There's 7 rounds of just normal double crochet all the way around. So I will come back once I have finished that, and then we can see what we're looking at. So I'm back and I have finished round 10. We're now going to do, I'm going to talk you through what you're going to do for the next 4 rounds, and then I'm going to go away and do them. So for round 10, you're going to be doing 2 double crochet and then a decrease stitch, an invisible decrease. And you're going to do that all the way around, okay? And then for round 11, you're going to be doing a double crochet all the way around. And then for round 12, you're going to be doing a 1 double crochet decrease. So 1 double crochet, and then into the next stitch, a invisible decrease stitch. Then you're going to be doing a double crochet all the way round, which is again one of the easier rounds. And then to finish, you're going to be doing a decrease all the way around. So I'm going to go away, do the next 3 rounds, and then I'll be back to show you round 14 of decreasing all the way around, because that can get a little bit fiddly. Okay, so I'm back and I have finished round 13, and now for round 14, it's a decrease on into every stitch around. I say into every stitch around. You're going to be doing it into the every 2 stitches, because obviously a decrease you use to 2 stitches. So you should end this round with 7 stitches in total. So as you can see here, I'm just working my way around, and then I think this is my last stitch. Yeah, this is my last stitch. So then what I'm going to do is just slip stitch into that next stitch, chain 1, and then using my pair of scissors, just cut that. You're going to want to leave a little bit of a tail for Penelope. Pull that up, and there is your body. What I then like to do with all of the snuggle buddies is stretch them out a little bit, just to make their bodies a little bit more loose and a little bit more floppy. So just give them a nice little stretch. And there we go. That is your body for Penelope done. In the next tutorial, we'll be learning how to make the head of Penelope. So yeah, see you all there.